Okay, we're live. Oh my gosh, everybody. Hello. If you are here, thank you, thank you, thank you. We had some technical issues. It's okay. We had a little miscommunication about what was happening today, and we accidentally shut off some power that shut off all of the internet to the building. So that was really fun. But we are here. If you can hear me and see me, say hello. Tell me where you're at. I am Elaine Pauly, CEO of MagnaWave and Aurawell and Wi-Fi Wellness Club. Hi, Christy. Woohoo. Like, would it be the second Friday of every month if I didn't have like massive technical difficulties? We'll never know. Or hopefully one day we do. But thank you all so much for joining. Good morning, Charmaine, Lindsay, Tina, Lindsay, Kate in Evansville, where I was born. Hey, Jessica, Nebraska. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Christy. Oh, it's so good to see you guys today. What a day. Oh my God, you guys, I have so much to tell you. So, first of all, lots of questions, okay, that have been asked, and I'm going to address all of them. If you are new here, welcome. This is Office Hours. My name is Elaine Pauly. I'm the CEO of a PMF company called MagnaWave and a PMF company called Aurawell. We manufacture medical devices for animals and people, as well as Red Light. We help people build careers. We help people, if you are at all interested in health and wellness or, some of the new cutting edge ways and modalities out there, then this is a good live for you. I'm going to be giving away today one of these really big, this is one of our attachment bags that we have. We're going to be giving one of these away, and it is chock full of goodies, sweatshirts, scoopers. What is this? Oh, is this to brush a horse or something? What is this?
Scraper.
A scraper. I thought it was a brush. Oh, another thing. Anyways, you guys, this is full. This is, well over a couple $100. We have 2 of those. If you would like to win any of the goodies that we are giving away, the way to do that is to share this to your friends and family or your following on social media, and to ask questions and interact in the comments. So share this, record this live right now, and then ask questions, interact with us. You can share this on Facebook. You can share the link from YouTube anywhere on any of your social medias. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Paulette. Oh, Mom's hospital room. But a surgery was a success. Great. Glad to hear that. Jessica says, I'm very excited. I've started working with show cattle more, and they are doing so well at fairs. That's nice. Thank you. Maureen's driving, but trying to watch and listen. Maureen, be careful, babe. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Paula. Hi, Christine from sweltering Jacksonville, Florida. Girl, I have been in Jacksonville a lot. If you guys want to do like a meetup in Jacksonville, I am there a lot. If anybody's interested in that, comment Jacksonville meetup, and I will collect all your all's information and reach out. We have been going there. Oh, Orlando. Hey, Corey's in Orlando for vacation. Are you going to Universal or Disney? Or what? I don't know. Maybe there's other things to do in Orlando that I'm just not aware of. Hi, Kate, Ashley in California. Hi, Pam. Natalie, Jessica, Kim, Maureen in Chicago, Pam in Illinois. I said that already. Daisy. Happy Friday. Okay. So again, share this, please. And let's talk about all things pulsed electromagnetic frequency and red light, hyperbaric chambers, business, family. If you guys want to talk about it, I am an open book, and I'm here to talk to you about it. I am a mother of 3 running a couple businesses. So I have stories to tell if anybody would like to talk about them. Hi, Todd in Colorado. Todd, you're my first man today. Love that for you. Marissa says, I'll meet you in Jacksonville. Marissa, you work here and you're required to go with me every time. So you're always with me. That's a nice joke. Stacy was in Miami yesterday, now near Orlando today. Yeah, if you're interested in doing a Jacksonville, Orlando area meetup, we go like every 4 to 6 weeks. We're down there working with people. More to come on that. Okay. So I'm going to answer some of the questions while you guys are thinking about questions that you want to ask me about PMF I have all the attachments behind me so I can show you how to place them, how to use them. I can talk about the differences between machines. I can talk about the differences between companies. I can talk about business questions, whatever you guys have a question on, let's talk about it. And I would be happy to answer it. So one of the things is, can PMF be used with cancer? Let me be very clear on this. PMF can be used on any healthy animal or person at any time, okay? As long as they don't have a pacemaker or battery operated implanted device. When it comes to cancer, the emerging research is so promising. We have machines in 7 of the Hope for Cancer hospitals all throughout South America. We have machines in some of the most cutting edge cancer research institutes in the country. Aurawell has worked with several different doctors and researchers, and the research that we're just seeing on the modality as a whole has been incredibly positive, and that's especially with cancer hates oxygen, and PEMF is shown to increase oxygenation of the blood. So, if in that instance, yes, imagine that you are fighting the fight of your life, and that's what you're doing when you're diagnosed with cancer. If you could have the least amount of inflammation in your body and be the healthiest that you could be. That's the optimal way to fight something like that. So we have found amazing results. Now, if there's chemotherapy involved, or any type of treatment of the cancer that is happening with a medical team, they need to be aware of whatever modality you are adding. So if you are sick with anything and you are adding a modality to your treatment plan, you need to tell your medical team about that. That goes across the board with anybody. They need to know what you're doing. Just like if you're fighting a disease and you've decided to go on a special diet and walk and work out and do other things, all of that affects your medication dosage. It affects how your medication is delivered. So anytime you're making a change to your health and wellness, you need to communicate that with your medical team. And that goes for animals and people. So if you're working on it, let's say a dog that has been diagnosed with mast cell cancer, right? The veterinarian needs to know that this is happening. That doesn't mean, when it's your animal, you can make the decision on what to do with your animal anytime. So you don't necessarily have to ask them, but you have to tell them. That is important. What we have seen on the veterinarian side has been incredible with cancer, but it's not a cure. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, can it be used? Yes, it can. Now, in 20 years ago, when we first started, there was a lot of doctors who said anything that improves blood flow should not be used with cancer because that's going to improve the spread of cancer cells. But what we have found is that has not been true. We have not found any clinical research that shows that happens at all. So, we fund all of our research ourselves. We are self-funding clinical trials on the animal and people level all the time. It's very expensive. It's millions of dollars to fund this research, and we put our money where our mouth is when it comes to research. So we are always looking for connections, opportunity, ways that we can work with other people who are willing to donate time or resources to help us do further research. So please reach out if that's you or you know someone. You just want to make sure you're not a doctor. You don't know what that person needs, or maybe you are, but if you are, that's fine. But there's a lot of misinformation saying you cannot use PMF on animals with cancer, and that is 100% not true. What temp is too hot to use my machine? Will it overheat? Okay. So inside all of these machines, you guys, is a very large amount of electricity that goes out through the coil to create the magnetic field, okay? Whether it's a digital machine or a spark chamber machine, there is a explosion, a very large amount of electricity that is being produced and pushed out onto the coils. By definition, electricity is hot, okay? So one of the things that has been mind-blowing to me as I've developed these machines and researched and really led design teams to manufacture this equipment is that one of the hardest things to get over with PMF is how hot it gets inside the machine and how quickly it cools off. Okay. So the reason that machines used to be so big is because a lot of machines still do this, especially on the medical device, large level for If you have like a big machine that has like an arm that comes off and it's like one of the branded things that they're using in plastic surgeon's office and stuff, the way that those machines cool themselves is there's actually liquid coolant all the way around the spark chamber area. And that liquid keeps that spark chamber cool and keeps the machine cool. And there's fans and all of that. That's why that machine is so big. That's why a lot of these machines are big. So the challenge that I kind of was faced with in the beginning is how do we make something that easier to use and more portable. How do we get, oh, where did my Nova go? Oh, there it is. How do we get something that used to be in a big box like this to be in a size something like this? So one of the things that we've done is we have fans, we have a cooling system. Majority of our machines, they will cool off if they need to. It'll tell you. And or they can go pretty hot without a problem. Now we have a new line of machines. It's called the M20 and the M40. The M20 is a digital device that feels like an analog device. And one of the reasons why digital machines never really felt the same as spark chamber machines has to do with the amount of power that's coming out and keeping it cool with all the electrical equipment inside. Our M20 and M40 lines cannot be left in a car in the heat. Okay. Every other machine, I do not recommend leaving it in a car. You don't leave thousands of dollars worth of equipment in your car. Every machine that I've ever had stolen, that I've ever had anybody that's ever bought a machine from me who has reported it stolen, 100% of them it's been in their car when it was stolen, 100%. So don't leave your investment in your car in the heat. Now, when it's outside during a day that's 90s, you're fine. If it needs to cool down, it's going to tell you. But if you've left it in your car and it's gotten well over 100 degrees in your car for hours, and then you're trying to get it out and you're trying to get that firmware to start pulsing and it's already so hot, you need to take it in and let it cool inside first in air conditioning, back to room temperature, and start using the machine that way. But there isn't really too hot to use the machine. I mean, we've used the machines in Dubai, Arizona, really, really, really hot places. But the main thing is don't leave them in your car. I have a really great video too I want to show you guys. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. Dang it, I wanted to show that video that Liz sent. I'll post it below in Barrio Performance Therapy and Barrio Business. Liz Butler, we've been working with her. She's doing an amazing series of education for the practitioners. She does a very great video explaining the differences between digital and spark chamber. And I'm going to post that video in the comments for you all. I encourage you to go watch that. Jessica says, my machine stays in our barn in a temperature controlled room, and then my other one stays in the house. LOL. Yes. What about raining or lots of humidity? Again, that's fine, guys. You don't want to put the machine in pouring rain, but you can. The reason that these machines, these big ones right here, are so utilitarian or have these big locking things is because they're water resistant. You shut it, you close it, you put it up, you can run to your car, you can move it. It's not going to pour in there, but you don't want to leave your machine in the rain or humidity. We've never seen a problem with that. Again, Kentucky's one of the worst, most humid places on earth. There isn't going to be damage that's done to the machine as if it's in use outside in hot and cold or rainy weather. It's whenever you leave it in hot or out in the rain, leave it outside in areas. We have had machines come back. We had a guy who had a machine for 6 weeks and he was like, it smells like burning inside. We're like, what? How is that possible? He had left it in his tack room. After running it all day, he would put it in his tack room. Well, it was wintertime and a mouse made a nest in there. In the tack room in there because it was warm. You got to imagine it was warm in there after using it. And so there was mice, literally shipped baby mice to us inside this. He didn't know, we opened it up. It was a fun day in the office. But what I'm saying is you have to put in your investment somewhere where it's up off the floor, it's clean, it's temperature controlled is 100% the way to go. But if you're having to use it out in the elements, that's fine. I had a lady come up to me once in New Orleans. I was doing a treatment in a barn. I think Jamie Rocco was with me. And she's like, you better stop using that. And I was like, come get. She's like, you better start using that. There's a thunderstorm about to happen. And that machine attracts lightning. That's not how that works. But anytime you have an investment plugged into the wall, and if lightning were to strike your house, that could be a problem, right? Like your computer, your TV, any electronics. So something to keep in mind, but it's not going to be, it doesn't draw lightning to your barn. Can a power surge hurt it from lightning? Yes, a power surge will hurt any electrical device that is plugged into a wall when lightning strikes. Any electrical device. Okay. A power surge can hurt. There is surge protection inside the machine, but it's not meant to lightning, guys. Lightning. It can blow tiles out of a shower when lightning strikes. So, um, yeah. I mean, just unplug it if you're worried about lightning striking the home or the barn. And that's just all your electrical equipment. Baby mice got MagnaWave. Yes, they did. Marissa, yes, they did. Will there be any research on how PMF can help PMOS or PCOS? I've started doing some experimenting with myself, and my energy is so much better. Yes, Jessica, will there be research? I'm going to need $1 million to do a study on that. I could do case studies, but like a clinical trial research is going to cost upwards of $1 million. Once we start talking about reproductive organs and women or men, it's very expensive. We did a groundbreaking prostate study that showed a 27% reduction in prostate size across the board of all participants in 1 month of use. That was, I mean, you could just search it up. Oral Wellness prostate study. It will come up. It's on the NASDAQ. It's on Yahoo. It's on all major newses. This was a published case study. Could we do a published case study with the same thing? Yes, but we still have to pay for a doctor and researcher's time to how are we measuring it? What symptoms are we looking at? What are we saying is success? And drawing all that up, it's just very expensive. So could it happen? Yes. Is it something I would love to do? Yes. Have I anecdotally seen amazing results and heard amazing stories from using Aurawell or AuraWaving while doing that? On PCOS? Absolutely. The blood flow in the uterus and inflammation in the uterus is a major problem for a lot of women, no matter if they're trying to get pregnant. And what we have found is, and we are doing research right now on animals who are having trouble implanting and carrying to term. We're doing research right now, and it is incredibly amazing what we are seeing with the success rate improvement in those animals. And we are animals, and it's definitely, if you have tried everything, it's definitely worth getting an AuraWave and doing it for 6 weeks and seeing if you have better results. We do say not to AuraWave or MagnaWave when you are pregnant, because there's never been a case study done, never been a clinical trial done. So it's just best. But if you were to use AuraWave up until pregnancy, once you were pregnant, you were to stop, that would be totally safe. Even if you did it a few times, it's not something where we found like there's a major contraindication. There just is not enough research for us to do that. Yeah, Corey says the bonus of having a Jackery, never lose business. Jackery is great. If you've gone in the portal or if you'd like the links, we get wholesale pricing or best pricing with Jackery. If you're interested in those links, where's that form, Zach, for the people to fill out? Like the QR code for the form. Oh, it's up. So if you have any questions, if I talk about something over the next hour that you are interested in, I need you to scan this QR code. And then in there, you can tell us, like, I want the links for the best pricing on Jackery. I want, what Elaine talked about, NAD+. This is incredible. If you have not found a practitioner that sells these yet, this is incredible. We can put the link up to, if you're a practitioner, you can buy this in our portal. This NAD Plus melts in your mouth. It's absolutely unbelievable. It has changed my life. I take it every day. We're going to put, if you would like to get some of that, you just have to fill this form out and we'll send you quotes. Or if you're a practitioner, you can scan this QR code right here. Can you put the links to both of these in the comments, Zach? So we'll put those links in as well. And you guys can click the links if you are on your phone and you can't scan the QR code. Heather, we should probably let them know I'm not going to be on time to that next meeting because we started late. Okay. Let's see. This is a good one. Any plans for the Parkinson's study and PMF study? I'm working on it. I'm looking for someone to partner with, a hospital to partner with, a research team to partner with, but I'm working on that that's like I have one going right now with a major hospital, and then I have another one that I'm working on. And that's it, the Parkinson's one. Compare the spark chamber, your most powerful machine, to M40. Want to pull the trigger on M40 sessions? I'm back and forth. Natalie, the M40 is 50% stronger than any machine that we carry or any machine on the market. And if somebody says that there's another manufacturer that has a stronger machine, I am calling bullshit, excuse my French, but I would love to see the Gauss numbers, because the companies that say that, I have independently tested all of their equipment. I know their Gauss numbers. They say they do not give Gauss numbers. So I know right now that the M40 is the strongest, most variable, best PMF machine in the world. It comes with a remote control. It's 2 independently controlled PMF machines in one case. It's digital. It has no required maintenance. It is a glass touchscreen. You can actually dial. You can run it like a regular machine where it's settings 1 through 20, both sides, and you can set it and forget it. Or you could go to advanced mode and dial in the pulsing and slow it down if you want, so that you have the same amount of Gauss and slow it down. It comes with our 3-year warranty and 7-year extended warranty, full education and certification. I would, if you have spoken to a sales rep or you've spoken to anybody who says they have the better PMF machine than our M40, I would like you to send them this video. And they should have absolutely no problem sending me the details, because I will share all of our readings and all of our studies and all of our information with you. I have no problem doing that. And I'm going to tell you the truth. If somebody doesn't do that, that is a very big red flag. If you are buying any type of modality or supplement or anything, they should be able to tell you what is measured. What are they measuring that's coming out of the machine? If a company cannot tell you what they're measuring, why would you buy from that? Why would you buy that? I'm just saying, if they were like, if you were going to buy a car and they were like, it goes 120 miles an hour, and you're like, well, okay, can you show me? Does it go that fast? And they were like, well, we can't really tell you that it goes that fast. It just goes fast. It goes fast, but we're not going to tell you exactly how fast it goes. Like, but why? But why? Okay. Let's see. Lots of questions about the MagnaCon recordings. They're coming. We have launched the new website. Have you guys seen the new website? Go check it out, MagnaWavePMF.com. The new website is launched. It's incredible. It's the foundation that we need to move forward and be better and more efficient. And what is today? So in the next 10 days, the new portal will launch, and you all will be getting a ton of information on that. Let's see. Questions. Audra, got my NAD plus and loving it so far. I have been using NAD for the last 6 years. I used to do injections or IVs. I still do the injections here and there when I can, but I have never taken an oral supplement or a pill that has ever affected me at all, that I felt anything, until I was in Jacksonville. I was introduced to this from a doctor friend of mine, and it changed. I also sourced the NAD all the way back to where it came from, and it's not China, so that's great. It's here in America, and Canada is where they're sourcing. This tastes like candy, melts in your mouth, the absolute #1 NAD supplement, and I've tried all of them. Here's some great flyers. This is in our media library. It's just a great product. Check it out. Janet says, NAD Plus is amazing. I'm no longer reaching for afternoon caffeine. My clients are loving it as well. It is. You'll take it one time and you'll know. How often do you recommend doing sessions for PMOS or PCOS? 5 days on, 2 days off. So every day if possible. If not, 2 to 3 days a week would be great. If not, once a week would be great. If not, once a month would be great. Just doing it at all. Sandy, you guys asking about the XL loops. Did you maybe get large loops instead of extra large? I'm going to show you some differences between the wings here. So these are the extra large wave wings. Okay. And they're the same size they've always been. And these are the large wave wings. Okay. So did you accidentally get the wrong ones maybe? So let's hold them up next to each other. There's your size difference between the large wave wings and the extra large wave wings. Okay. So there's that. And then I'll just go ahead and show you the butterfly loop comes with your machine. So every machine that MagnaWave and Aurawell sells comes with 2 attachments. So it's called our starter bundle. Every machine comes with 2 attachments. No matter what, you have to get 2 attachments. This is what we call the joint coil or the butterfly loop. Great. And then this is the large loop. Oh, we got a straggler here. So this is the large wave wings. This is in comparison the large loop. It's just a little bit bigger. And this is the butterfly loop. Now I'm going to take the same large loop, which comes with every machine. And this is the extra large wave wings. So almost double the size. I hope that helped you. And you know, the actual size of the circles are the same on all the attachments, whether it's Aurawell or MagnaWave. But the lead that comes from the machine into the circle changes. So if you are buying MagnaWave products, you're going to get a 12-foot lead. That's great. That's better for animals, so the machine can stay safely away from an animal getting a session. If you're getting a Aurawave or Nova HD Plus from Aurawell, it's 6 foot, so it's shorter. Okay, Natalie, I don't know what you said. I meant our spark chamber machines. I don't know what that means. Okay, the M20 and the M40 go into advanced mode. Kate says the advanced mode is so amazing. If you really want to get into the nitty gritty of dialing it into what works for every individual, I agree. And we were talking about case studies earlier, and being able to actually document the pulse rate and the hertz, and that right there just gives you such a better ability to measure and do a case study. Yeah, Corey says the next purchase for our tool bag, the M40. The M40, okay, has, not only does it have PMF, okay, and the Schumann resonance. So you're getting 2 different magnetic fields coming at the same time. The therapeutic magnetic field from the machine, as well as the Schumann resonance, which is relaxing and all that. But also has infrared in the coils. So the M20, the M40, and the Maya Duo all have infrared in the coils. Does the Soul Pro do the earth frequency? The setting number 1 on the Soul Pro is within the range of the Schumann resonance, but it does. None of the spark chamber machines have 2 frequencies running at the same time. The reason for that is because you would have to have a whole nother spark chamber in a spark chamber machine. In a digital machine, we're able to just run 2 frequencies through the firmware. Is there a guideline for Hashimoto's? I don't know. I will look that up, though, Paulette. If you want to email education@mwpmf.com, we can help you with that. Have you sent out virtual research yet? No, you will get your virtual research information when we launch the new portal. The new website looks fantastic. Thank you. This is a great one. If you're having a hard time selling the NAD or explaining it to others, this is available in the media library in the portal. So you can download this and print it out. Also, I would get those little bitty pill bags and take 1 bottle and do 5 days in a row of that, give them 5 or 10 and do little testers to your friends, because when they feel it after a week of using it, it's not like other supplements where you don't feel a difference. You feel a difference. So you have to give them samples. Oh, I love this. Bridget said, did the NADs, love them, switch to test others on the market. Nope, no results. Back on MagnaWave NADs, stocking now for clients. You all, I, I want to say this with all of my heart. We do not sell anything at MagnaWave or Aurawell that I do not personally test on myself. Okay. There is nothing that I'm going to push or sell if I have not thoroughly vetted it myself and figured that it is the top of the line, best of the best. I would not have, I've been using NAD for 5 years. 6 years. I have been using this product and have never found one other than injections that I thought were worth purchasing until now. And when I found it, Marissa and I went full into getting it and figuring out how we can provide it to our practitioners and our customers. We are doing a portal Zoom, Debbie. So when we launch the new portal, you all will have, I think there's going to be 3 opportunities for you all to get on live online and join as we walk through everything. Okay. How can MagnaWave help animals struggling with heat exhaustion? So what's really interesting with especially horses that don't sweat, there's a problem with the functionality in the horse's body. What we're finding is that they have to have access to water, obviously. If they're dealing with overheating, using the machine actually helps the body start functioning again and sweating again. It's pretty interesting, the anhydrosis and how that happens. Usually it takes at least like 3 to 4 weeks of 2 sessions a week to start seeing a huge result. But the people who see a result, and the people that stick to it and do that full month of sessions, it's incredible because they go like a horse goes from not being able to sweat and being, a mess to full on sweating again in 1 month. And it's just a few sessions. So it's pretty interesting. Is there a bottle of NAD in today's winter bag? Yes. For MS, if I was aura waving a person with MS, I would do 5 days on, 2 days off. The protocol for the prostate study was daily use, 30 minutes a day, and they used the large loop or the Zoom paddle. They sat on the large loop or the Zoom paddle every day. Let's see. The coat hanger for the attachments is the best. Yeah, I've never found another better way to organize my attachments. Okay, can you please go over all things HydroWave? Yes, I can. I used to have a bottle in here. I don't know where it went. So HydroWave is a colloidal silver water product where the colloidal silver is, thank you. It's almost empty because we actually use it around here. This is a concentrate, okay? So it's full concentrate. If you were to mix this as a wound spray, you would do 50% distilled water and 50% HydroWave. And then you would use it as a spray on the wound. This is colloidal silver bonded with the water molecule. It's incredible for things like pink eye in animals. It's incredible for washing around in the mouth. It's incredible for any type of wound that will not heal. You spray it on. And what makes it unique is that a lot of times the colloidal silver and other products cannot go through the blood-brain barrier, even like with an animal, because it builds up in the system. If you've ever heard of the blue people, like the silver builds up. With this, you don't want to there's no need to chug it all the time. Like you don't need to put it like the whole bottle in somebody's water, like your horse's water. You just need 1 capful in the water. It's great for the animals. It keeps all the bacteria and the nasty things that get growing in water pails out. It also is great to spray and help keep infections away on wounds. So it also has nebulizer instructions on the back. This stuff is amazing. Can't talk about colloidal silver very much, though, because the FTC got really strict on it during COVID. So that's kind of where we are with that. Isn't the name of the coil type listed on each coil? Yes, ma'am. Let me show you. So this is what makes us different than other companies, because we actually have this sticker right here, which is a medical device. So this is a MagnaWave butterfly loop 2-plug 12-foot. You can see that right there. It shows the lot number, shows how to contact us. So it's MWBTF, MagnaWave, butterfly loop, 2-plug, 12-foot. 2-plug is this, because we used to have different attachments for the machines when we were a distributor. Like for some reason they did that, but we do not. We only sell 2-plug, and all of our attachments work with all of our machines. Hi, I made it to Hawaii from Colorado. Hi, Smooth Hands Wellness. Okay, we're asking about Parkinson's. Look on the YouTube channel for that video. Let's see. Does the Hydro Wave expire? No. No. You don't want to leave it out in the heat where the plastic melts. You want to keep it in a cool, dry place. Doesn't need to be, but no, it doesn't have like an expiration in terms of like, there's nothing designed in there to go bad. It's colloidal silver, keeps it clean. I have a weird spot on my leg. I've been using Hydro Wave and Red Light. It is finally healing. Girl, use some PMF on there. Okay. I took the NAD Plus for 1 month. I wasn't 100% sure if I felt any difference. I haven't taken it for a month, and I can definitely tell. I just ordered 3 bottles. The absence of not having it is what makes me realize that it's not like I feel this like rush, right? It's like I just have sustained energy throughout the day like I did when I was 25. And what I'm realizing is if I go long periods of time without it, or even a few days, I notice I'm like, what is missing? What is missing? This is missing. Let's see. I added a fishing game to my phone for our barn cat. He much prefers watching Elaine on my live. He's stalking my phone. Hi, barn kitty. Hi, baby. Okay. What would the power setting be on the Simi 10 for the prostate protocol? Okay, well, if you're doing that, it would be whatever is comfortable for the customer. So they were able to switch between low, medium, and high for the study. And the high was the top point on the AuraWave, and the middle point on the AuraWave, and the lowest setting on the AuraWave. So if you're looking, that's very similar to the Simi 10. It would be like 1, 2, 5, 6, and then 9, 10. Suggestion for how many days on and days off for Parkinson's. 5 days on, 2 days off is going to be what I'm going to tell you with anything. Any indication our clinical trials have shown 5 days on, 2 days off is the optimal results. 5 days in a row and then 2 days to allow the energy to move through the body. Wish the UK had MagnaWave for regular people. Stacy, we will soon. We're on our way, baby. I need to order more NAD. Can we put that? You can fill out this form right here to talk if you would like to speak with one of our team members about any of our products, especially the NAD. If you're not a certified practitioner, you need to fill this form out. If you are a certified practitioner, Zach is going to put the link up right here, and you can order the NAD through our portal. Okay, how can I? Oh, wait. Where did that go? How can I, something about best results for the weight loss on the full body red light panel? You just want to do it every day. Okay. So do the red light first. All right. All day, as little clothing as possible on the weight loss setting, and then MagnaWave your whole body, or AuraWave your whole body. That's the best way to get weight loss using that red light. Wow. Bridget's I don't know, Bridget, we need to talk about your healthcare, not publicly. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it would be good to schedule a call with me, Bridget, so we could talk, because I have a lot of questions. Yes. Sandy Witt, does the PD protocol apply to Alzheimer's sundowner syndrome? Yes. Christy says, hello, Christy from Ohio. Sorry I'm late. Christy, you should be sorry. I'm kidding. We started late. Yeah, Ashley, if you're interested in the latest research, you can follow our research tab on our website. We post on all of our research on the research tab. It's like a blog thing, and that is always coming out. We also send press releases, and I usually talk about it on these office hours. We just got new research. Hold on. Good point. Let me pull this up here. I'm going to put this link in the comments for you guys so you can see it. I have to verify I'm a human first. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen, friends. No. Just give me 1 second here. I've got to get this ad out of the way, and we will share our screen. There we go. Okay. So if you see this, this was just published. This is short-term effects of pulse electromagnetic field therapy on subjective flexion-associated lameness responses and circulating cytokines in horses with distal tarsal osteoarthritis. These findings suggest PEMF therapy may induce transient effects on inflammatory signaling and subjective pain responses in horses with distal tarsal osteoarthritis. That's interesting, right? This is great stuff. I'll put this in the comments. In the chat for you guys. This is the latest animal research that was published. There we go. Let's see. When is the app coming out for the Wi-Fi red light panel? I remember in the morning manual, it said there was an app coming out soon. I'm not going to finish that app until I finish the Wi-Fi app. So you have a remote control, use that for now. I'm trying to create one app for all of the different companies, like for all of the different products. So for the red light and the PMF machines, could I get it together quickly and just put something out? Yes. But I'd rather, with the remote controls right now, I'd rather put together something that's better for you guys. Once we get the new website launch, we get the portal launch, that'll be on my thing for 2027. Let's see. Your company has inspired my daughter, who in college for business management, to do all of her business projects using PEMF, including a full business plan. She is wanting to start up a small business using your products. Thank you for inspiring her. Melanie, let's schedule a call. I love to talk to her. I would love that. Email education or support. Let's do a phone call. This is a good question. Can you all read that question? Is it okay to see the rock to do the rock right on my face? This is the rock red light, where the eye, if it's closed. So first of all, we're set on 30 seconds. I'm going to show you what's so amazing about this. So this is how light, now watch how bright it gets. Whoa. This will run for 30 seconds. Yeah, it's okay. Keep your eye closed. I will say this, the results that this machine, this rock, this is the greatest red light product on the market. It is hands-free, no cords. Look, Mom, no cords. Comes with 2 battery packs. It's made in the United States. One of the only I've ever found in the entire world that's actually a red light manufactured in the United States. It's handheld. It can go anywhere. It can do anything. It's 30 and 60 seconds. And boy, it's 810 nanometers, which means it penetrates very deeply. Let's look at it again. So you see, it's this so that it doesn't blind you if you need to close your eyes. And then look how bright it gets. It's incredible. I just can't say how much I love this device. If you are using a red light mask and you're putting it on every single day for 15 to 20 minutes, you're plugged into the wall, you're stuck there, you look like a scary person to your children, consider getting rid of that and getting this, because this is great. You can use it all over your body, not just your face. You can do 1 minute and 1 minute with your eyes closed and get as much energy in your face as you did with the mask. Get yourself one. If you're interested in rock red light, you can just fill this form out, let us know, and we'll send you all the information. We'd be happy to discuss it. The coolest thing about this one is you can actually turn on any of our PMF machines, high power PMF machines, and put the red light right in the middle of the coil while you're MagnaWaving or Aurawaving a person or an animal, and you can actually use this at the exact same time without any problem to this. It's completely shielded. Stacking the red light and PMF is the best. I agree. My clients love the added value of the rock. Well, you know what's interesting, and this is why I became so passionate about creating the rock. And a lot of people said, focus on PMF, don't go anywhere else. But when I started seeing what PMF and red light together were doing for customers and for animals, there's no way that I couldn't not make my own, because this is such a powerful tool when used together. I mean, it is incredible. And to have one that fits my lifestyle, which is a hot mess express or busy, where I don't have time to plug everything in and be stuck to the wall. I don't have time for 15 minutes. I want to be able to use this on myself and my animals and my family or whatever, anytime I need to while I'm using the machine. I mean, to be able to take these two things on the road, look at this. I can go anywhere and get optimal PMF and red light. Like, you would have to spend $350, $450 a session at some of these plastic surgeons or whatever. I can do everything that I get at home right here, anywhere in the world. I would like to have more modalities to offer one day. Girl, yes, let's do it. Red light in pregnancy, yes or no? I would speak to their doctor. I don't recommend doing anything during pregnancy unless you're working with a doctor. Because a lot of times things go wrong when you're perfectly healthy when you're pregnant, and people are always looking for something to blame when something like that happens. They don't want to think about it, that it's their fault, or that maybe it just wasn't going to be a viable pregnancy. But so it's just best to always steer clear of pregnancy and things. You take it international, correct? I take the red light and the PMF everywhere I go in the world. And we could ship the Semi-10, the Aurawave shortly, all over the world, anywhere you want to go. It is MDSAP, Medical Device Single Audit Program. So we have CE, where we have FDA. We are working on furthering our machines to everywhere. I have been working on a horse with head shaking syndrome, and the owner says she has seen great improvement. That head shaking syndrome is very interesting, and I've also heard of great results. Sessions include PMF and rock red light. Thank you. Yeah, so Andrea's asking about the MagnaCare. So we just got the new website launched, and we're launching in the next 10 days the new portal, and that's when you'll have access to more of the resources for MagnaCare. There's just no reason to put it in the old portal and then launch a new portal, and so there's a lot more to come over the next 2 weeks. Well, mine fits in the carry case with this. You just have to put it like this down, and then you can keep the thing on there. Let's see. Thank you, Photo by Shoe. Thank you. It's so nice of you to answer all my questions. What a great customer service. So rare these days, isn't it? Nothing drives me crazier than bot and AI phone people. Have you all been on a phone call and you call customer service and they make the AI have the typing in the background? It's like click, 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 click. Like, come on, we're not dumb. We know that this AI is not typing, but I guess it makes other people think that it's a real person. And some of them are okay, but majority of the time I'm like, speak to an agent. Like, it's just so frustrating. If you go on our website and you speak on the live chat, it's always a real person. If you go on Facebook, it's a real person. If you call us, it's a real person. We don't employ bots. I researched a lot of red light and red light infrared wraps, blankets. Most are only 22 megawatts to 30 megawatts. Rock is 10,000 megawatts. Yes. What's scary is many of these wraps, blankets are imports. They all are. They don't make them in the United States. No one to talk to. I email them for specs. Some never send specs. Many don't even know what I'm talking about. Know what you're buying. Buy a rock. Totally worth it for equine, small animals, and humans. Yes, I cannot agree more. Because you can spend $200 and get something cheap that you have that is may or may not work for Lord knows how long, or you can invest in the rock that has the longer warranty, made right here in the United States, will last you forever and ever and ever, and be able to use it forever. I mean, that's what matters to me. You get what you pay for, and this is a quality product. Um, I have a new client who has rheumatoid arthritis. I use PEMF and Red Light, and after her first session, low and slow, she was able to make a fist. She hasn't been able to do that in over a year. She now bought her own machine and her own red light. Karen, thank you for sharing that. That was the first person I ever sold to, called me and was bawling, crying. She had rheumatoid arthritis and she was unable to squeeze the shampoo bottle without severe pain. And she was crying because she had taken a whole shower and didn't even think about the shampoo bottle and was able to get out and felt great. It was the absence of pain that just knocked her on her feet. It's the reason I'm so obsessed with what I do now. Yeah, you're able to get this to fit in the case with this on. You just have to flip it upside down. Is there a practitioner discount on NAD plus? Yes. Zach, will you put that up really quickly? That form, that NAD plus one more time. Yeah. So go right here and get your practitioner pricing. Um, Tammy, I'm gonna put this right here. The link is in the comments too, but I have to share Tammy's. This is amazing. Hold on. Oh my God, it went. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is. I used the rock on myself for my eyelids drooping, went for my eye checkup and was told I no longer have cataracts. How great is that? Add magnesium. Lynn is saying that. Bridget's saying that for the head shaking horse. Add magnesium. Rock, PMF, magnesium. The trio for head shaking. Does the rock help with pain in the neck or back or mostly skin health? All of those things. Very strong. Penetrates all the way through, not just the microcirculation. That's why it's 30 and 60 seconds, because you don't need more than that. My daughter-in-law almost lost her finger from fencing. She has been going to therapy and no luck, no results, I guess. And I used my rock on her for 6 minutes and now she can make a fist. Do you all see these stories? This is why I do what I do. This is why this is so incredible, because it works. It freaking works. We are a local we are a company right here in the United States. We ship all over the world and we sell quality products that work. And it's just so rare nowadays. Thank you for sharing that, Jen. I didn't say it, Jessica did. MagnaWave has the best customer service. I agree. We try. Not always perfect, but we try. I have a potential new client with CPRS, complex regional pain syndrome. She's checking with her doctors first. Are there any studies or testimonials about this condition? I have not heard of any studies or testimonials. I don't think she necessarily needs to speak to her doctor. It's not going to make anything worse. She just needs to try it. She needs to tell her doctor. She needs to tell her doctor what she's doing, but like the doctor most likely is not going to know what she's talking about. He's not going to really understand. And a lot of time the default is don't do something I don't understand. But if they would like, there's some, let me just look, hold on. Okay, scientific research on PMF and complex regional pain syndrome suggests it may help reduce pain, swelling, and local bone loss. But clinical data is limited, and there is not a standard study, but there has been some traditional research done at the National Center for Biotechnology. So if you just search CPRS and PMF studies, you should be able to find something you could send to that doctor. Just sent my Soul Pro in for repairs, getting a loaner. Michaela is so wonderful to work with. What an asset. I agree. I love her. Let's see. Sandy, who did you email and call last week to schedule a call with me? Huh. I have a Calendly link. So just email support@MagnaWavePMF.com and they'll connect you with my assistant, Heather. Or Sandy, I'll just have Heather reach out after this. Yeah. Can you contact her? She's going to contact you. The Simi 10 is a lot smaller than it looks in pictures. I was very impressed. I know we need a banana for scale or something. It's very hard for me to show the size of things. I actually considered getting a banana and taking a picture next to each machine. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, Americans will measure anything with anything except for actual measurements. But like, I feel like a banana is like a universal like size almost, and like just put one next. And I thought it was funny, but maybe everybody else does it. Maybe it's not serious enough, but Stacy Miller, one day I'll get a Simi 10 so I can rent it out. Stacy, let me tell you something. You can do, if you're a practitioner right now, you can do our rent-to-rent program. You can get a second machine quickly, easily, with low monthly payments and start renting it out today. What is it? Oh my God, it's on there. Let me see it. Let me show.
It's just that button right there.
They put it on the new. I didn't even see that yet. Where is it? Where?
It's right above the. It's right up there.
Oh, banana for scale. Banana for scale. Look. Oh my God, I didn't even see this. Look at this. Banana for scale. Look. Banana for scale. I love that. Thank you, Zach. You guys, it's on the website. See, I didn't see it. I just saw the pictures. I never clicked the banana for scale. So now go to the website, use the banana for scale, and see how big things are. Is the grip for the rock in the portal? Yes, I believe it is. Actually, if you fill out this form, we'll send you a quote for as many as you want. It's how to get best pricing on anything is to fill this form out, and we will contact you, and we will get you best pricing. Where did I get the red poppet on my website, on my rock? It says rock red light. We sell them 2 at a time. Buy one, get one. I believe it's in the portal, but if you just want to go ahead and email right here with your information, say I need this, we can get it out to you today. How much does that banana weigh? I don't know, Jen. I don't think we're doing weight. We're just doing size. Let's see. Lori, we can't use bread box as a size. No. But I was reading an article from National Geographic last weekend, and I was on an airplane stuck on the tarmac, and I was reading this article, and it was talking about something. National Geographic was like, bees underneath the yard of somebody was the size of 3 giraffes. And I was like, why are we measuring bees and giraffes? Like, is it a baby giraffe or a full-grown giraffe? Look it up. You'll find the article. Let's see. I've been using the rock on my 38-year-old brother who was diagnosed with pediatric glioma a couple years ago. On his own terms, he quit chemo and going to the doc. He's been doing his own research, took the red light to his shoulders and neck and right hand once a week. Since I've started, he has been able to stand without a walker for 2 minutes and open his right hand. He cannot do any of this 6 months prior to the red light. Lexi, amazing. Lexi, I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about this. If you, Lexi Brown, if you want to email us support@MagnaWavePMF.com or fill this out, I'd like to get in contact with you and do a phone call. Is there a difference in power between the Simi 10 and Soul Pro? Yes. The Soul Pro is about let's say the Simi 10, I'm just going to give you is 25 miles an hour. Let's just compare it to a car. The Soul Pro is 55 miles per hour. And then if you were to talk about the other machines, you're anywhere from, you could go as high as 75 to 80 miles per hour. So the Soul Pro is a spark chamber machine. It's much bigger. Do the banana for scale. Okay, so the Soul Pro is a big box. The Semi 10 is like this big, the Soul Pro. It's a spark chamber, so big explosions happening inside. It's a spark chamber machine. It's not quite as strong as the Julian. But then our strongest machine is the M40 and the M20. And again, those are 50% stronger than any other machine than the Julian. So you're doubling the strength on the M20 and M40 than the Julian and the Maya. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm discontinuing a lot of machines this year. And I haven't really talked about this, but there will be there's only going to be maybe 4 machines total going into 2027. There's going to be a lot more information on that, but we are scaling our line down and making it more consistent. So if you're interested in machines, any of the machines that we have now, please fill this form out and talk to somebody before they're gone. So does that mean the Soul Pro can't do lower power? No, the Soul Pro, they all go the same, very, very low. It's just strength-wise is how high it goes. So the Soul Pro, all of them start on the same, like low, like the Schumann resonance, and then go higher. So what we're talking about is not how low it goes. We're talking about how high it goes. For those that do want to compare machines, the new website has a comparison feature. So freaking cool, you guys. Hold on. So here I can show you. Oh, I know I'm supposed to get off, but I don't want to. Hold on. Oh, wait. So like, here's the machines on the website. And so we have there's power levels here, that show how strong things are. Okay. These are broken down by analog, digital, complementary modalities, the rock red light. Look at that. So if we go into the Soul Pro and we do banana for scale, look at that. That is amazing. Guys, I love it. Okay. What is the difference between Beamer and all the MagnaWave machines? Beamer, at our level 2 on every machine, we are at our max strength. We're at this level 2 on all of our machines. We're 50 times stronger than Beamer. At our strongest settings on Summit, we're 500 to 1,000 times stronger than Beamer. Beamer is a low power mat. It microcirculation. You lay on it every day. You get microcirculations, and it helps with just, fascia, blood flow at the skin level. We are a higher power PMF. We penetrate all the way really deep through the muscle and the bone. So the main difference is, if you are a practitioner, is that they can actually feel it. Humans and animals can actually feel our machines. They cannot feel the Beamer. It is meant to be used. It can be used through our machine can be used through a cast. It could be used on things like the hoof of a horse. It could be used to penetrate deep into any area. It's just a much stronger, more effective piece of equipment with a larger range of settings, and made in America. Is MagnaWave going to be at the World Dairy Expo again this year? Sarah, we will be at the World Dairy Expo. Thinking we need to work remote for MagnaWave and Aura sales. If you own a machine, you can work for us and sell machines. It is 100% possible. If you're interested, again, fill this form out and let us know, because you have the ability to not only just be an affiliate, but help promote and sell equipment. If you believe in this product and you want to share the love, fill the form out and let us know that you want to talk to the sales director. I have clients that use both the Beamer and the MagnaWave, and that's fine. Beamer is PMF. I love all PMF. If you use you could do a session with the MagnaWave and then do Beamer daily in between. You're just not penetrating as deep. That doesn't mean it's not effective for what it does. Sarah says, contact me for working the booth. Heather, it's Sarah Mueller-Vosberg. She wants to work the booth at the World Dairy Expo. Yeah, if somebody says I have a Beamer, that's great. That's like me saying somebody being like, "Do you want to buy a car?" And I'm like, "No, I already have a scooter." Okay. Okay, cool. That's not a car. Is it going to get you the mall? Yeah, one day. But is it going to get you to if it's just a scooter with your foot? I'm not talking one of those like electric scooters. I'm talking just a scooter or a bike, a regular bike, not electric. You are going to go places. It's just going to take a lot longer to get there. And it's not going to feel the same as driving a Mustang down the expressway. Is there a link on for the form? Yes. Zach, will you put the link to the form one more time in the comments? Y'all need to come to Texas. Misty, you haven't invited me before. Where am I coming? Tell me all about it. Send me an email, fill out a form. What do you want? What do you want? Should we do a hands-on training? I would like to do a hands-on training somewhere with Pat Pirelli. Would you guys like that? Let me know. The only thing that MagnaWave doesn't penetrate is lead. Pat Zima, that's a quote from my dad. And that's the truth. Amy, that link is coming. All right, let me go through my other questions and I'm going to do a giveaway. Okay, when are the M20 and M40 machines being shipped? They're starting to ship now. How sensitive is the touchscreen? Just like all touchscreens. There was some changes made to the touchscreen and they're all coming updated. They're not more fragile, but yeah, just don't punch the glass touchscreen, keep it clean. Is it true they don't need to be sent in for maintenance? There is no required maintenance on the digital machines. Analog machines, we recommend sending in yearly. And digital machines, there's no required maintenance. How can I pre-order? You go to MagnaWavePMF.com. And when you get to the website and you click on, let's see, at the top of the website, you're going to see shop and you're going to hit PMF machines. And when you're on the shop page, it is going to say at the top there, you could just click the M20 or the M40 right there on the shop page in PMF machines. And that's how you pre-order. We will contact you or you can fill this form out right now. The pre-order pricing will go away soon. Probably in the next month, I will stop pre-orders. Does MagnaWave still have a rent-to-rent program? How does that work? If you already own a MagnaWave machine and are in good standing with your payments for your MagnaWave machine, you have the ability, if you're a certified practitioner, to get a machine from us, either a Semi-10, a AuraWave, or Nova HD, and you can, or a Spiro, you can rent those. You get that for one low monthly payment, okay? You can rent it for 6 months from us, and then you can rent it out to other people as your machine. So it's called the rent-to-rent program. So you rent a machine, it comes with a large loop. You get a very simple machine with instructions. You then rent that to your customers. And the pricing is private and certified practitioners are able to access this information in the portal. But the pricing is so affordable that it makes it that even if you rented it for 1 month, you're making money. It's a great plan. We started it during COVID. It's called the Rent to Rent program, and it's available for certified practitioners. Okay. What can practitioners do about the new regulatory actions happening in states like Texas? I don't care what any woman or person's posted on social media. I really don't. That says that there was a vet board somewhere that said that using PMF on your own animals is practicing medicine. That is 100% not true. And the vet board that I've spoken to in that same state says that no one ever said that. That was never said. PMF is not, you can use the machine on your own animals. You can use the machine on other people's animals. The problem is that people buy these machines. They buy nebulizers, they buy red lights, they buy cryo, they buy PMF. They go in and they say, you know what? Don't do what your doctor said. Do this instead. And anybody who's doing that is practicing medicine, and that is 100% not allowed. So the problem is not the use of PMF. Most vet boards are like, we just don't practice medicine. Work with a vet. Be honest. Let them be the person in charge. PMF can be used on any healthy animal. If the animal is under the care of a veterinarian, you need to let the veterinarian know that you're providing a modality, or the owner does. That's it. And a lot of the times what I have found to be the best way, if you are in a state where they're saying that you cannot operate, I would only rent machines. So I would become a PMF rental agency and I would say, I will show you how to use it on your animal free of charge. You can rent it for a week, you can rent it for a day. I would have 70 different machines rented out. Okay. Or, so that means you're not practicing any medicine. You're a rental agency and that's 100% legal in every state. Number two, I would also go in and I would talk to a veterinarian and say, give me 3 of your hardest cases and I will work on them for free. And then I'd go work on them for free and I would blow that veterinarian's mind and then they would start referring people to me. That's what I've done the whole time. Hi, Jacqueline in Washington State. How does it make you feel? What are the benefits? Karen, I don't know what you're talking about. The NAD plus pricing is in the portal. Zach, can you put it up again? If you are a certified practitioner, you can log in and see all the information on the NAD plus pricing. How does it make you feel? What are the benefits? It helps you have sustained energy. It helps you feel better, function better throughout the day. It actually is clinically proven to help slow your aging, and it feels great. So scan right there. Let's see. Silver Lining Herbs. You guys, we partner with Silver Lining Herbs. They are the best supplier of supplements for animals. If you are a certified practitioner and you log into the portal, we have partnered with them and you get best pricing in there. And we also talk about what to use each of them for. So like if there's an issue, we have a plan for you and a Silver Lining herb that you can recommend and sell to your customers. Please check that out in the portal. Oh, if you're interested in the MagnaWave 101 or the PMF 101 course, Jessica Woolsey just put the link in the comments. You could use that. Sheila says she noticed an increase in energy when taking the NAD. Me too. Dog Days of Summer promo is going on now for the month of August. If you purchase a Simi-Tim on the website with the promo code DOGDAYS, all one word, DOGDAYS, you save $1,370 on a Simi-Tin right now. You can also fill out this form or speak to your product specialist. So we have a swag bucket going out right now. If you are not in the certified practitioner group or you want to be, or please request that group if you're certified so that you could be in there. We do a lot of promos and, work in there. We had people sharing their success stories in the certified group with our team that we're using for marketing. Our winner this week for the swag bucket for sharing their testimonials is Serena Houston. Yay, Serena. Serena, if you want to email prizes at mwpmf.com with your address and where you would like your swag bucket shipped to. So that's a blue bucket full of prizes for you. Thank you for allowing us to share your testimonials. For the Dog Days of Summer promo, for my next live, I'm going to pick somebody. If you want to share some more testimonials, you could do that with Dog Days of Summer hashtag to be featured on our page and also win some prizes. So go on social media, use the hashtag Dog Days of Summer and hashtag MagnaWave Love, which is my favorite hashtag. If you want to use either of those and share your story of how you are using MagnaWave on your animals, that will enter you to win in the next giveaway that Serena just won. Jessica says, I have a Western saddle pad company that I think could be great to work with. Jessica, could you email that to me? Could you email that to education or sales or support at mwpemf.com? And I would be happy to look into that. All right, again, Simi-Tin, $1,370 off with the Dog Days of Summer sale. It's going on right now. We have tons of new education, tons of stuff coming up and going on in the next few months. We are retiring several machines. If you're interested in knowing what those machines are and pricing and all that, you can fill this form out. We'd be happy to talk to you. Jessica says, yes, I'll do that right meow. I love you. That's funny. Okay. Did I miss the link for the form? Amy, it's right here. The link for the form again. Well, Okay, link for the form. I just started and tagged it if you don't see it in the comments. This is the office hours form. The link is in the comments. Fill this out and someone will contact you and answer your questions. Where do I join the certified practitioner group? Debbie, go on Facebook and search MagnaWave certified practitioners. MagnaWave certified practitioners. The website, the Facebook comes up and you just request and we will approve you if you're certified. Yes, this is good. Still figuring out my first machine, LOL. Stacy, girl, I help you. Do we need to fill out the affiliate again for Silver Lining Herbs? I don't think so, Natalie. If you've already done it, you shouldn't have to. Stacy, okay, Myers back and said, look, Kate is doing business coaching for especially towards human businesses and businesses that need better implementation and want to grow. Kate Backus is training, and I cannot recommend somebody more. If you would like to take your business to the next level, if you are having trouble hiring people or implementing PMF in your business, please contact Kate Backus. She's in the comments. Her information or education is incredible. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. I think I did all of the questions. Let's do some winners. Heather, do you want to pick a number and pick 2 winners for me? Okay, did you Slack them to me or put them in the chat? Private chat, I see it. I got it. All right, here we go. Let me show you again what you're getting. I got your slip. Thank you. What would I do without Heather and Zach? God knows. Okay. So this is the lasso bag for attachments. It's for sale in the portal. I think if you want one, hopefully. Hoodie. This is our hoodie. MagnaCon 2026 hoodie. I love the sleeve. It's my favorite part. You're going to see me in this any given Saturday. Bottle with magnetic ring. I love this because you can fill it up with your water and then put your phone on it while you're doing an equine treatment and press record, and it records and it's like holding your phone. This is great. And then we have the feed scooper. MagnaWave feed scooper. That is amazing. Oh, it does have our name on it. I'm like, where does it say MagnaWave? Right there. That's very cool. And the scraper, the hoof pick, magnets and stickers for your machines. Temporary tattoos. I'm going to cover myself in these. I love these. They're great for kids. Kids love them. So fun. All of this is in there, and then we'll throw in a bottle of NAD+. Okay? So, the one, oh, you said that. It's already in there, isn't it? Heather already had a bottle of NAD+. So, one of these. Okay? So, this is valued over a couple $100, and our winners are Stacy Miller. Congratulations, Stacy. You are this week's winner of this one. But wait, there's more. Here's another one. And this one has this sweatshirt. It has the same things in it, but it has this one, which you can see me in on any given Saturday. I love it. I love the color of this. And it's got all the stuff on the back. These are so soft, so high quality. And this incredible bag that holds all your attachments. And the winner is Jen Widger. Congratulations, Jen. You are this week's winner. Stacy and Jen, congratulations. Email MW Prizes. I think we'll put that up. Oh, yeah. MW Prizes, Stacy and Jen. Email MW Prizes at MagnaWavePMF.com. Tell us what you won. You won the new attachment bag with all the goodies inside, and where you would like it shipped. And if you're not Stacy and Jen, even though people try to do this, we know who's winning. You cannot email us. We will not send it to you. Congratulations, Jen. She wrote, holy cannoli. I love you guys. Gretchen, don't be sad. You can rewatch this. You can rewatch this on YouTube. You can rewatch it on Facebook. We're posting them on social media. We love you guys. I will be live again the second Friday in September. And then sporadically throughout the month, I just go live. So you might catch me I try to send text messages out. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If you're in the certified group, you're going to get most of them immediately. MagnaWave Certified Practitioners on Facebook. It's September 11th. September 11th is my next live. And I will be live at noon Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you use the hashtag Dog Days of Summer and share your testimonials. As always, you can use this form. You can email education, sales, or support at MagnaWavePMF.com at any time. We have those same emails for Aurawell. And I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great day today and you got everything you needed. See you at the World Dairy Expo. Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you on September 11th.